Since 1961, MOSPORT has been the name synonymous with Canadian motorsports. It was the inaugural home of the Canadian Grand Prix in the 60s and 70s. The fast corners and long straights of MOSPORT were perfect for the mighty Can-Am cars with unlimited horsepower and ultra-high speeds that ushered in a new era of sports car racing to Canada. The 1980s saw the resurgence of the prototype era with the GTP cars of the IMSA Camel GT series. This century, MOSPORT has again become the playground to the prototypes. For the 11th straight year, the world's best manufacturers and drivers of the American Le Mans Series will test their mettle on the daunting 2.5-mile circuit. Today, the series' fastest track celebrates its 50th birthday, and it's next on Speed. Just east of Toronto, Canada, lies one of North America's most historic racing venues, MOSPORT International Raceway, which celebrates its 50th year of operation this year. And the crowd and the crews have gathered for round 8 of the American Le Mans Series, presented by Tequila Patron, the Mobil 1 Grand Prix of MOSPORT. Hello, everyone.
They need 17 caution laps to make it a one-stop race, but they also have to do it from the start. So they can save 2 liters of fuel by just starting the car a little bit later and telling Romain, hey, no big burnouts to warm up the tires. Just warm them up, swerving back and forth, and then go.
Field nice and tight through the last 2 corners. Romain Dumas has not started a race in a Porsche RS Spyder in 2 years. Calvin, what's going through his mind right now?
Well, he recognizes his speed is through the corners. He wants to have a nice cushion as he gets onto that back straightaway. He's got half a lap to try and get that cushion, and he takes off early.
Green, green, green. You hear the radio calling, and right now Dumas with a great jump over Brabham in the number 1, and you see a lot of that dust on the racetrack. A race here earlier today, oil dry down.
Where is the Dyson car? The Dyson car qualified on the front row. I do not see it. Seems like they may have had problems on that reconnaissance lap. They really need is another yellow, because if they got another yellow right now, Simon should circle his way back around, because they try to pick up the overall leader, which right now would be Klaus Graf, of course. So Highcroft need a bit of a break right now. They had some downforce issues in the opening stint with David Brabham, cost them a lot of track time, and right now they're in a deep hole if they're going to win this race today.
That's Andy Wallace that you ride on board with right now, 4th in the LMP Challenge category. Wallace has a victory here in ALMS competition, 1 victory here. Certainly knows how to work his way around this MOSPORT circuit. A little more miles. Oh, and a problem for one of the LMP Challenge cars. Bouchou with a spin there in 3.
Did it on his own, too. Nobody to blame but himself. He was trying to get the exit speed to get around those, the cars in front.
That gaggle of cars in front of him, Dorsey, he may have lost a little bit of downforce, just got out wide, got in the gray.
A little damage to the left.
Looks like something flapping there on the left bodywork.
Look inside the fender well on the left side, or inside where the radiator outlet is. Maybe something came up through there and knocked it loose.
Perhaps could just be a piece of tape or something like that there on the bodywork, but saw something flapping. I guarantee you one thing, any flopping noise that we hear is probably the flat spot on those Michelin tires, because I feel certain, as good as those tires are and as rugged as they are to be able to run a whole race on them, he's probably flat spotted those tires on that spin.
Well, it's an air extractor for the radiator that's come loose. It's in the left side pod, and it's sticking up. It's actually lodged itself now, so it's not flopping around. But I wonder if it's going to do anything as far as...
In the LMP category, Christophe Bouchou running 2nd. We saw him with a spin. It's Gunnar Jeanette who holds down the point in the LMP Challenge category, and that is big for the championship there, because it's Gunnar Jeanette and Scott Tucker, Christophe Bouchou's teammate. Scott Tucker, who had the championship lead by only 4 points as we came into MOSPORT.
Guess what? If they stay the way they are right now, they'd be tied tonight. 4 points between 1st and 2nd.
We said 4 championships. Well, at MOSPORT, the red flag has become the checkered flag. We talked about the challenges of this circuit, and right now, the challenges affecting repairs to the guardrail just too great for the grounds crew here. We understand, as I said earlier, 60 yards of guardrail. Over 25 posts were broken in that frightening accident between Johnny Cocker and Luke Hines. So the cars out behind the safety car, and Klaus Graf in that Muscle Milk Team Cytosport Porsche RS Spyder will claim the victory here overall and in the LMP category. And I know this isn't the way certainly they wanted to take the victory, but when we think about championships, and that was the story coming in to this round, and with one more at Petit, the story is championships, and this is going to help Klaus Graf try to claw away at the championship lead that David Brabham and Simon Pagenaud have as the checkered flag flies.
Well, certainly a dominant day. Yes, it ends under unusual circumstances, Dorsey, but that car was the class of the field. They deserved that victory, and they now go to Petit, the final race, in with a shot at the championship. They'll be 16 points behind, but a lot to play for with a very long race. You have to do 70% there, of course, to get points.
Yeah. This was the third class ALMS win for Klaus Graf, and during the red flag a little bit earlier, Jamie had a chance to speak with both Johnny Cocker and Luke Hines, who were involved in that horrific accident on the back straightaway. It's going to be a long one there. The unofficial standings right now, Gunnar Jeanette at 153, and Scott Tucker being shown 6 points back. Unofficial, as I said, so that'll have to get sorted out there, but unofficial, I can tell you this, officially, it's close as we head in to Petit Le Mans. So as we head into Petit, it's going to be close.